A fugitive from New Jersey who fled to Cuba after a murder conviction has died. Assata Shakur, whose legal name is Joanne Chesmard, took refuge in Cuba after breaking out of prison in 1979. She was serving a life sentence for the murder of a New Jersey state trooper 52 years ago. She was on the FBI's most wanted list. NBC News just confirmed she died in Havana from health complications.
So I just got completely shut down off of StreamYard on every device, not allowing me to share my screen, which was fine, but not sharing my audio on every device I had. Completely shut down. I'll just go ahead and leave that fail up. What a joke this whole platform is. Fake world, fake internet, fake relationships, everything with the fake world. This is the best decode on Assata Shakur's death. And maybe they didn't like the title of that. This is the godmother of Tupac Shakur. Assata Shakur died on September 25th, 2025 in Havana, Cuba at the age of 78 due to health conditions and advanced age. As stated by Cuba's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, her daughter Kakua Shakur also confirmed the death on Facebook. Shakur, born Joanne Chesamard, had lived in Cuba since escaping from a New Jersey prison in 1979 after being convicted in the death of a state trooper. So it's his godmother, or his mom's stepsister, however you want to call it. Assata Shakur is known for being a black libertarian activist, Black Panther Party and Black Libertarian or Liberation Army member, and a fugitive who escaped prison and found political asylum in Cuba. Again, after being convicted of the murder of a New Jersey state trooper in 1977, she fled to Cuba in 79, where she lived as a political exile. Shakur was added to the FBI's most wanted terrorist list. Ooh, and we just had the 9/11 anniversary a few weeks ago. What are the odds? The first woman to receive that designation. She is also known as the godmother, you see there, and the step aunt of rapper Tupac Shakur. What's that? Godmother. Isn't that? It's like, hey, you're this, you're that. All these titles. Just like religious bullshit, right? This fake world and this spell where godmother. It's like, can we get a better explanation? A godmother, isn't that the stupidest shit you've ever heard? Tupac Shakur's family was close to her. Okay. Again, his godmother, and through his mother, Afeni Shakur, his step aunt. Both women were activists and members of the Black Panther Party in New York City, which helped shape Tupac's family's strong connection to the Black liberation movement. I swear there's a Martin Luther King connection somewhere, right? It says they're both assassinated. Okay? But why did Assata Shakur kill Trooper Warner Foster during a 1973 New Jersey Turnpike? Well, this shootout began after police stopped the car she was in for a broken taillight. The FBI and New Jersey State Police assert that Shakur and her companions, members of the Revolutionary Black Liberation Army, opened fire on the troopers. Shakur was convicted of the murder and other crimes but maintained her innocence, claiming they fired first and she was shot with her hands up. We don't know what to believe with these stories, huh? But you want to see, this is some undeniable. I guess I'll try to play this real quick. Don't count on
AURN News.
This is Clay Kane. According to ABC News, Assata Shakur, the former Black Liberation Army member convicted in the 1973 murder of a New Jersey state trooper, has died in Cuba at the age of 78. Shakur was sentenced to life in prison and always maintained her innocence. She escaped in 1979 with the help of armed accomplices and fled to Cuba, where she was granted political asylum. Her conviction and escape kept her on the New Jersey State Police's most wanted list for decades, and the FBI offered a $2 million reward for her capture. Despite repeated extradition requests by U.S. officials, Cuba refused to return her. Cuban authorities said she died in Havana from health complications and old age. For AURN News, this is Clay Kane.
the script. The script, right? So my volume is working now, but it would not work with the StreamYard platform. I mean, I wonder if it would have worked if I would pay and get off of the free plan. They expect you to pay now to share videos. They expect you to pay to do everything. Kiss it, okay? Because this is right after Tupac Shakur's death date anniversary, which was the 13th day of this month, and it's a 13-day span from that death anniversary to this death of his godmother, Assata. And look at Tupac. You'll see it like that sometimes. Tupac equals 13 in the reduction cipher. Now look at this script and this fake world by the language, because we just had the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Look at the language. Assata, assassination. I just told you there's a connection with Martin Luther King Jr., who they say was assassinated. Remember Kirk he's affiliated with Trump's attempted assassination. Fake world, all of the Charlie Kirk stuff being exposed by all decoders and the sellout decoders. There's a lot of, now everybody's a decoder, right? But not everybody who's been doing it for years gets the attention. It's just the approved sellouts. You know, this stuff is all scripted for people to find out the truth, but it's going to be in a way given to you by whoever's in charge of this fake world. Okay, there's somebody pulling the strings. Maybe we can ask that person, like, Godmother, give us a better explanation. God, why does everything got to be this bullshit religion, fake shit that we don't even have any proof of? You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough we get tricked with these fake stories. Okay. So, Assata assassination. Okay. Proving it daily that this stuff is all a script. Okay. And there's definitely a Martin Luther King Jr. connection here. Martin Luther King Jr. energy. Definitely connected with Charlie Kirk. I heard some people saying he was like the white Martin Luther King Jr. You know, I don't really go too deep into the story. I mean, you can let me know on that. King has 4 letters. Also starts with a K like Kirk. Think about some of the storyline with Tupac's character on what he spoke of. Probably syncs up with Martin Luther King Jr. Charlie Kirk, it says, outspoken political activism. Received criticism and controversy. Look at Assata Shakur, was an American political activist. Wow. Charlie Kirk assassinated September 10th, one day before 9/11, 3 days before Tupac's death anniversary. Charlie Kirk assassinated 15 days before the death now of Assata Shakur. Look at those connections. Don't forget Tupac, a part of his script and storyline, they said he shot 2 cops as well. Okay? Go Google that if you want to. You know, just a little picture I put together and threw in there, right? Assata Shakur, what did they say at the beginning? Health conditions and advanced age. Age 78. Health conditions and advanced age. Wow, right after the death anniversary of Tupac. Wow, right? So health conditions and age. Okay? That's what they're saying. She dies 71 days after her birthday when Tupac is born in 71. They're also both born on the 16th, 1 month apart. Notice how Assata Shakur has that. She's born in 47. Political number, okay? Also connected to Trump. Trump equals 47. 47th president. Right? Well, I guess is it Tupac? Tupac or Tupac Shakur equals 74. I might have the slide out of place there. Oh yeah, I think I do. So notice the 47 for now, okay? Notice how that 71 days after her birthday she dies. Look how that's the same as 2 months, 9 days. 29. And this was the 29-year death anniversary of Tupac this last September 13th. 2-9. And 2-9 has been absolutely everywhere. If you're a person who does these decodes, that 71 is even the 20th prime number, like 2 Pac, right? Look at that right there. There's the Tupac 74. She's born in 47. Young Noble just died. Outlaws. He died on the 4th day of the 7th month. I think he was age 47 also. Yes, he was age 47 also. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence whatsoever. Again, a big political number. Trump connected to Kirk, connected to Tupac. Okay? And these are also Geminis with the, it could start with that zodiac, right? I talk about the language a lot. Think about the zodiac, with the twins with Gemini. You had the two coasts, East versus West, with the Tupac Biggie situation. Obviously, the two characters. Think about Trump Tower. I mentioned Twin Tower. You got that Twin Tower 9/11 energy. The Tupac dies 9/13. And then obviously, 5 years after his death, but 2 days before the anniversary of his death, you have did I say 2 days? Yeah, 5 years later and 2 days before the anniversary of his death, you have 9/11, right? So you get all this twin energy as well. And obviously, Keefe D has the same birthday as Donald Trump, who, now he's to blame for the murder or assassination. Man, Assata Shakur in the language. ABC123 cipher 139. She's also known as Joanne Chesimard. That equals 139. Tupac Shakur equals 139. Dead on the 13th day of the 9th month. Joanne is it's kind of like a female version of John, kind of, too, right? Look at it. Joanne. John, right? Kind of sounds like John, Donald John Trump, right? Look at how I'm just catching this, man. Assata Shakur convicted in the murder of State Trooper Werner Forrester during a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike, kind of like Turning Point USA with Charlie Kirk. You see, that's how you know. That's how you know when you're on to something, because you see the language again. Assata, assassination, Tupac, MLK Jr., Donald Trump, all of this stuff connecting by the language. Turning Point USA, the organization co-founded by Charlie Kirk. And you get, again with the language, New Jersey Turnpike. Wow, right? Man. So if she's 78, she's in her 79th year of life when she dies on a 79 date numerology. She escaped from prison in 79 and was wanted by the FBI. Okay? She dies on the day leaving 97 days in the year. Tupac was shot on the 7th day of the 9th month, or the 9th month and the 7th day. And he died 6 days later, right? Even her last birthday, the 197th day of the year. You see that right there? And as you see there, she's born in 47. So she's born in 47. President, White House, government, 47. Young Noble just dies at 47 on the 4th day of the 7th month. Tupac equals 74. Please tell me, what are the odds? She dies at 78 years old. Young Noble born in 78. God, man. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Right? These are facts I'm reporting. Look at that. Hello. Right? You know what? Isn't Trump 78? Trump might be 78 as well. Even if I'm wrong and he's 79, it hits. You know what? I mean, I'm telling you, this stuff is a script, okay? Right? I am not emotionally attached. I'm going to leave the live up where my audio got completely shut down. I'll insert this as my next video and just drop. It's still going to be the best Assata Shakur decode. And the reason why I have, I want to show my confidence like that, because I do this a lot. And it's not for entertainment purposes. You can go be entertained somewhere else. And you can get information somewhere else as well. But this is a channel here where you learn all of the information and all of the connections. I am not here getting paid. You see my live completely obliterated. Okay. A few hundred subscribers. I'm happy. I mean, but only 1 or 2 people are actually real. The rest are like bots. You know what I'm saying? How many people can go live with a few hundred subscribers supposedly, and then nobody's there? Isn't that weird? It's a fake platform. Even murder and morgue equals 79, okay? She was convicted of the murder of State Trooper Forrester and of 7 other felonies related to that shootout in 73. 7 when Tupac shot on the 7th. Even health conditions equals 77. Health conditions and advanced age, they say she died. What a joke, man. What other video?
son.
Yeah, whatever with your ads.
The Cuban Foreign Ministry
All these
announcing today
ads,
Assata
get
Shakur, one of
paid.
the FBI's most wanted fugitives, has died. After escaping prison in 1979, Shakur fled to Havana, where she received political asylum from Fidel Castro. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. For decades, Shakur was sought after, the FBI even increasing her capture reward to $2 million. Break down what we know tonight. So Shakur was a Black Liberation Army member who was convicted for her role in a 1973 shootout that killed a New Jersey state trooper. After escaping prison years later, she resurfaced in Cuba in 1984, eventually receiving political asylum. The Cuban Foreign Ministry announcing Friday, Assata Shakur, also known as Joanne Chesimard, died at the age of 78 from health conditions. The National Police Association's Betsy Brantner Smith telling us she should have been back in the U.S. a long time ago. Why wasn't there more done to get this woman back into custody? A member of the Black Liberation Army, which
All a part of the script, there's probably a Cuba Gooding Jr. connection. Okay, probably a Cuba Gooding Jr. connection. Shout out to Richard West with the Jada Pinkett connection, because she dies on Will Smith's birthday. And Richard said that Tupac Shakur and Will Smith have that Jada Pinkett connection. Well, Will Smith is married to her. Is he still married to her? But shout out to Richard West, who said that Tupac dated Jada Pinkett as well. And Black Panther, Pink Panther, Kirby Puckett popped in my algorithm. The Minnesota Twins, like two. Okay, Kirby Puckett, like Pinkett. This stuff is all based on the algorithm and the language, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, wanted for escaping on November 2nd, 112. Donald equals 112, 112. Also, Tupac, from the day he got shot to his death date, was a 7-day span. And remember, he had that 7-Day Theory album or whatever as well. Remember, United States equals 77. I know Richard West has a couple other 77s, that at least one other one that he hit on. I just can't think of it recently. Oh, shout out to you other decoders out there. Now it's trendy, this Cage Snake Eyes thing. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Watch closely the 7th day of the 8th month. Right there, bam. And Assata Shakur dies at 78. All eyes on me. Snake Eyes. Nicolas Cage. Shout out to all you decoders out there. What's up with that? You see that right there? Bam. It's all over. It's really trendy now. And all the decoders want to eat off of that. Snake Eyes. Yes, that is the truth, because it's a script. Yes. But it's trendy. Everyone's putting that info out now. Blah, 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 blah. Snake Eye. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay? Do you like... I didn't even try to come up with that. All eyes on me. Snake Eyes. Fake world. Watch closely the 7th day of the 8th month, when Assata Shakur dies at 78. Come on, right? So you like that? Not without eating off of anybody? Know what I'm saying? Believe everything except your eyes. Remember Trump 2020? Come on, man. 2020 vision. BS. Yeah, and again, hello, fellow content creators. Hi. This is what I do. Okay? This is all me. No pushing from any religious organizations. No pushing from any alphabet organizations. But that's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. So yeah, this was intended to be a live, which I got completely shut down off of. So I'm extra spunky.
A fugitive from New Jersey who fled to Cuba after a murder conviction has died. Assata Shakur, whose legal name is Joanne Chesmard, took refuge in Cuba after breaking out of prison in 1979. She was serving a life sentence for the murder of a New Jersey state trooper 52 years ago. She was on the FBI's most wanted.
And that 52 hits heavy because she's dead on the 25th at age, and Tupac died at age 25. Shout out to Richard West again. In the year 25, and 25s and 52s have been hitting in my other decodes. I don't even think they're all released yet. The NFL kicker had what the hell was his name? I'm getting the stories mixed up. The NFL kicker had the 52-yard field goal against the Cardinals to win. I think that's the right game. You can look on my videos. It'll be there. But I got to rearrange my videos now because I'm going to drop this one sooner, I think. Aaron Judge hit his 52nd home run. President, government, and White House equals 52. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hate how it does that. It's like, keep it full screen and let me go look at another tab. Jeez. Oh, and look, Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mom, look, dead 5-2, May 2nd. You see that right there? Dead 5-2. She's also born in 47. Look at that. There's that 5-2, and they said 52 years ago. That's 52 years ago. What the hell's her name? Assata, probably connected to Ashanti. 52 years ago was 73, the year Assata Shakur was involved in a gunfight. Granted asylum, remained a fugitive, wanted by the United States until her death in 25. 52, 25, Tupac dead at 25. They're both born on the 16th, 1 month apart. Tupac equals 16 and 61. Come on, man. There's that 29-year death anniversary. Gosh, I can't. There we go. 29-year death anniversary. Right there. Bam. And that thumbnail hits crazy wild. What was that 29 earlier that was hit? Oh, 2 months, 9 days. She dies after her birthday. Come on, man. There's going to be tons of stuff here. That's my version of this breakdown. I'm not going to get into all the religious meaning to it. I'll leave that for the sellout decoders. You know, you can go talk about Israel and all the other bullshit. You know what I mean? Go talk about all that shit. Go talk about Hamas and how all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, this is the best Tupac, Asanta, whatever the hell her name, Assata Shakur, Assata assassination. Let me know if anybody else hit on that. John F. Kennedy Jr. assassinated. His wife is Onassis. Anybody gonna tell you that? Right? Probably not. Okay? So I'm not perfect at the same time. You know what I mean? So, you know, we can let the sellout YouTubers go get paid by YouTube and work with YouTube. You know what I mean? Go work for YouTube so they can, you know, they can play McDonald's ads on your videos, you know, as a supposed let's get the truth out community, right? Here's an ad, go buy McDonald's. You know what I mean? With all the fake bots in their lives. and whatever organization is backing them. So yeah, that's again just a little rant to add on. I am not perfect, man. I'm not perfect over here, okay? So, they say health conditions, advanced age, and we could go on and 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 on, but I'm not going to, and that's going to be it for this one. Until next time.